Hey, Amin here, and in this cast I'm gonna go over the window navigation remaps I use. Before we start, I just want to let you know that there is a link in the description below to a post with all the configuration that you will see in this video, so it's easy for you to copy paste later on. So the first remap I want to go over are the one to create a vertical split and a horizontal split. So in my case, I mapped control backslash to vertical split and control dash to horizontal split. So for example, if I hit control backslash, the window is split vertically. And then if I close this and do control dash, it will split horizontally, right? So the other action that I like to remap also is the move to edit to the opposite editor. Uh, Basically, let's say you have your screen split like this, and then maybe you have like some kind of source file here, and then you want to move it to the other pane. So if I hit Control M, for example, it just gonna move to the other one. Basically, you're gonna swap them. Now that we have defined the shortcuts to create the splits, now let's go over the shortcuts like to move between the splits. So here we can say, for example, that if I have a, let's say, 4 pane this way, here I define Control K to go up, Control L to go right, and Control H to go left, and Control J to go down. Basically, using the same movement Vim uses to move around the editor, but with the control. Another thing here in the configuration, you can see that there is a set handler command. What basically this command does is tell the IDE that IdeaVim will handle these shortcuts. You can do this via the UI, but I find it better to have all the config in one place as much as possible. Another set of remaps that I like to use are the one to go to the previous tab and to go to the next tab. And just one note here, I'm using the distraction-free mode, so we cannot see the tab header. But basically, if let's say I open the new file, for example, it will open in a new tab or buffer. So if I hit tab, for example, it will go to the previous tab, and if I hit shift tab, it go to the next one. So the next set of remaps that I'm gonna show is the one that I use rarely, but they are useful in some cases. And basically I use them whenever I wanna keep a file as a reference, basically on my second monitor, so it doesn't take too much space in my main editing area. So for example, let's say that I want to have this file as a reference, so I hit letter E, and then it moves it as a window. Then I can use my window manager to move this to the other screen. So now I moved it to the other screen, or if I am working on a wide monitor or something, I can move it the way I want in my screen. And then if I hit quit, it just close that. The other shortcut I defined for this usage is to move from one window to the other. So let's say I move this one to a new window from leader E, and then if I want to go to the other window is leader N, and then if I want to go to the previous one, leader N again, I'll go back. The last set of remaps are very basic. So basically we have the close content. So for example, this will close the current buffer, and we have the close all. So let's say I am in this split, and let's say I have other files in the same split. So if I hit the shortcut that I showed just earlier, it was just close this buffer. But if I hit the shortcut related to the close all editor, for example, which is a semicolon A, it closes everything. So, and that the split will disappear too, because there is no open editor anymore in that split. So it's same here to close everything.